All right, welcome back. So then I want to go ahead and cover what I like to call my side work mobile. And this is just going to be my personal work vehicle. It's basically just a 2001 Dodge Grand Caravan. And like I say, this is, I'm planning on getting a paint job on it, but as of right now, this is satisfactory for the way I've got it set up. Pretty much just a basic setup. Well, I don't know, I went a little bit more advanced. I went ahead and put some Packout in here. I've got a couple of heart boxes there. I want to show you how I lay things out to make just working out of my van a lot more easy, enjoyable, and just intuitive. So if you haven't noticed, the way I've got this van set up, the main areas, the things I use most are going to be pretty much the items I use most, i.e., this here bag I use this for drain clearing. So I've got a bunch of stuff. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and take it out here. So just got a Packout here. It's going to be a 15-inch bag, and I've got pretty much all the stuff I'm going to need for clearing drains here. Okay, so I went ahead and double layered it. So you got your glues, PVC cutters, screwdriver, hose. I've got my drill mounted drain pump, and then on the layer below I've got all my PVC here. Okay, so, and I got some pipe wrenches there, traps. So this, maybe even a couple lengths of 3/4 inch pipe here. So this 15-inch Packout bag, it's really sweet, man. It's definitely does the job for drain clearing. And like I said, I like the fact that it's a bit taller, so that way I can stack it up 2 layers deep. Okay, so that's my Packout bag. Then work our way down. We got our Packout, the M18 Packout vacuum. Don't really need to say much about this. It's just runs off M18 batteries. I've only used it a few times. I stepped up from the M12, but I like it. I love it, man. So far, it's an amazing vac. Really, really nothing to be said. It's a vacuum at the end of the day. Okay. Then below that, we're gonna go in here. This is gonna be the Packout toolbox, and we have pretty much all the coil cleaning stuff in here. And what I like about this, yeah, I know you might not notice, but there's no bucket to be found in here. I know most techs carry buckets, but this here is my bucket. This basically holds more. This thing holds about, I want to say, it's either 7 or 9 gallons that this thing holds. So, not to mention it's got seals on it, so it's pretty much watertight. So if I carry water in that, I can pretty much close it up, seal it up. I don't have to worry about any spill hazards if I were to spill it. So I like that setup. Come over here to the right side. We've got pretty much all my caulk, silicone. Got my whatever you want to call that, leak detector, bubble leak detector, caulk gun, some orange hand cleaner, a couple rags. Okay, then back behind that, some bleach, brush stuff you're not going to use all the time, but you never know. I've got brake cleaner. Sometimes I might use that for cleaning blower motors, things like that. This is going to be, let's get that out of the way. Some plastic, might need to put down plastic. That's going to be adhesive for when the insulation falls off your stuff. Got a funnel here. Back here, we've got a water bottle, which I use that for clearing out drain traps, drain lines, and things like that, checking drain lines. Hand wipes, mastic. What's that there? Some expansion foam, more rags behind that. Simple. Okay, let's go ahead and pack this back up. So we just go ahead and lock that in like such. Done. What I like about this as well, I can pretty much access that with the whole stack on there. So, matter of fact, most of the times I'll have it But yeah, basically, I usually put this bungee cord on there, and that will just hold it. And voila. So yeah, I've got my vacuum tips here. This is my Packout back or whatever. So then we've got our hose. So as you see, it's easy to access. And I just got that on a little hook here. Goes to that hole. Boink. And that just tucks in like such. Okay. So that right there is just pretty much for drain clearing, coil cleaning, you know, just the basics, vacuuming, things like that. That's that side. Now, let's work our way over here. Let's just stick to this side. Okay, so in this bag, it's just going to be some extra things for clearing drains, hoses, glue, just extra stuff. It's not really anything crazy going on in there. Let me see. Yeah, so we got like the little brushes, more cutters, just spare drain clearing paraphernalia, some hose, just like spray nozzles, things like that, hoses. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and lock that back in, because this is just kind of a spare. There it is. All right, so then to the left of that, we've got our porta blaster here. Love this thing, super versatile. I believe I've done a video so far on this, how you can use it for cleaning coils, clearing drains, clearing auxiliary pans, everything. So I like that thing. So that just sits up there. This is kind of recessed, so those feet fit in there and they don't lock. They lock in pretty well. It doesn't slide out. Right below it, we've got our PVC drawer. You always want to have spare PVC. It's one thing you don't want to go without. So I've gone ahead and just made this 2 deep drawer. This used to be just a standard single deep drawer, but I pretty much cut the bottom out of one of them. Made it go 2 deep, that way I can fit traps and bigger things like switches, coil switches, things like that. Okay. Below that, we've got screws and nails, anchors, staples, you know, things like that, drywall anchors. And let's see here, bolts and nuts in this one. And here we got a bunch of hose clamps, you know, 2-sided sticky tapes, things like that. And have you noticed here, in this section, it's things that you're not going to be using all the time. That's why I put it 1 layer deep back. Like for instance, some more caulk. We've got PB blaster here, some all-purpose remover, parts cleaner, some graphite here. Okay. And then below that, our aerosols, more adhesive, parts cleaner, liquid wrench. Definitely need your wasp spray. This is going to be like a dry lube, some glue, Elmer's glue, whatever. Let's see here what's going on here. Alright, so then here we got our staple guns. It's like this for the standard staple, and you got this for ductboard, moisture meter. This is going to be your Malco automatic shears. I got a caliper down here below this, rivet gun. Those come in handy when doing like boots and stuff like that. Then you've got a stud finder. And just below here is just a bunch of random stuff, extra Klein 3, you know, bits, some Malco spare bits, air tips, tape measures, scraper blade, just lighters, you know, razor blades, just random spare stuff. Okay. So as you can see, I don't have anything accessible in this. I'm going to access this, The stuff on here from the other side door, which is what I love about this. You don't have to really even get inside of the van to access, except for this, which, I mean, this was like a last minute thing. I didn't really expect to get this much pack out, but I wound up doing that. So here, these are tools you're not going to be using every day, especially doing service. Hammers, big wrenches, you know, big bits, saws. I've got my puller here, a blower wheel puller. Here we got a bunch of Dremel kit. We got tap and die, Dremel. This thing is so sweet about this. I can run this off of M18, courtesy of Voila. That's going to be the top off, and as you can see, I've got my blower fan running off of the top off. All right, so that's an M18 blower as far as M18 fan as far as I'm concerned. Let's get back to it though. This is just going to be disconnects and wire here, you know, little random stuff. And in here, I've got, no need to open that up, but I keep a tire inflator / jump start. That's in there. Let's see here. In this bag, let's go ahead and bring this pack out bag down. I love these 20-inch pack out bags, man. They're amazing. Okay, so what we got here is just drop cloth, rope, and then we've got our coveralls for crawl spaces. Let's keep that in there. And here I went ahead and probably should get out of this truck, but I've got some light, so whatever. This is gonna be, what I like so much about this is, this isn't a meter. This is actually going to be my swedging kit, swedging and flaring kit by Yellow Jacket. So as you can see, zip that open. You've got basically just standard, you know, all your kit for that. And I just did this to kind of save space, man. I don't like carrying these big cases around just for, you know, I mean, look at this. The Yellow Jacket case is probably twice the size, the blue one that comes with it. Then underneath that we've got Hillmore pipe bender. Once again, we've got this here, spacers, kind of gauge that makes sure your flares are on point. Like I said, I decided to keep in the pack out. The main reason I kept doing it on the pack out, I'm going to show you something. Like if I'm doing an install or, you know, like a repair, more involved repair, I can literally take that off that stack there and then just go ahead and, it's heavy, so I'm just going to go ahead and pack that onto my torches. As you can see, we'll get to that, but I've got my MC, this is going to be basically an MC tank turbo torch setup here. Let me go ahead and get over to that because I'm pretty much finished back here. There's really not much more going on in this. Got my pack out light. Love that thing. It's amazing. Pack out's not too bad, man. It's pretty quick. It was a really good investment. I'm not gonna lie about it. Man, hold on. Okay, so that's that wall there. And as you can see, I know a lot of guys say, you know, you need a bulkhead, but most of the loose stuff is going to be behind this, so this kind of acts like a bulkhead. Everything else is pretty much stored away in boxes, so it's not that bad off. And this is this wall acts almost like a bulkhead as well. It's all locked in. So we've got True Flow grid here. Like I said before, fan. This is going to be a Stanley fan, but I've got a top off, so it runs off of that. Pretty sweet. It's the Testo 420 flow hood. CPS AMB Easy Hood, love it. I've got a bunch of other kit in here as well. Got some Testo large vane anemometer, a bunch of other anemometers, everything for airflow set up over here. Okay, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, forgot, we got this is just a bender here and a, forgot what to call that, square, sorry. Okay, big magnets, little stuff like that. Now let's go ahead and work our way over to the torch kit. Okay, above this torch kit, this is going to be where I keep my leak detector. It's the most important thing in this bag. I like using bags too a lot, man. So I've got my, I used to keep my leak detector on me, but I stopped carrying so much stuff on me. So yeah, as we can see, I just popped up out of there real quick. Right, we've got, and I got this kind of latched on here. There's a little hook where I can hook that onto there so it doesn't fall over. But it's a bunch of stupid stuff. I love this meter, but I just don't use it every day. Reason being is because this, with it being in furnace season now, I use this usually during the cooling season. It doesn't do microamps, which is a bummer. If this did microamps, this would be the greatest meter I think on the market. It's a Redfish DMB 550 or something like that. Yeah, ID VM 550. So yeah, we got that in there. We got a Fluke meter, 87V. That's a nice meter. Temperature. This is like a Milwaukee K-type temperature probe. Hot wire by Testo. Hot wire anemometer. Psychrometer. Testo psychrometer. Spare PLP psychrometer. We don't need to go to the bag. Let's just get back to the truck. I'll do a review on that bag another day, but I've got a bunch of stuff even in the backs. But like I said, this is probably one of my favorite parts about this setup and the way I've got the Packout set up. Look how easily modular that is. It's not light by any means, don't get me wrong, but I mean, shoot, it's a 10 times lighter than stupid what do you call those things, oxyacetylene kit. So basically it's perfect. It's got everything all in one kit, so you don't have to worry about, oh, do I have my PPE? I mean, I got my goggles there, glasses. We got, it's just a bunch of like my other tips. Fire extinguisher in here, mirror, some of this here emery cloth, and some of that wet rag, bubble leak detector, striker. I love it, man. And like I said, oh yeah, some rags, couple rags here. I'll use that also for cushioning. We also have our little reamer, right? And I've got all my, like I said, just so you can know I'm not slacking. That's for opening. This is a service valve. I use, if I don't have my quick handle on there, I use that for opening up the line. Some extra blades for the reamer. Copper cutter, right? We've got swedging for the drill. Some Allen wrenches in case I need to clean the orifices on there. A couple of the torch heads. I think I got like a 14 or something, maybe a number 3. But I keep the 5 on it for most of the stuff. It does up to 3/4, so I'm satisfied with that. That just pops in like that. Everything goes up. Boom. That thing closes perfectly. Beautiful kit, man. I love this thing. Like I said, that deals with the whole horizontal. They say you don't want to lay these acetylene tanks down horizontally because you might let that other liquid that it's suspended in, you might let it cause it to leak out into your valves and not the valves, but into the regulator and mess up the regulator, cause the stuff to be unstable. So, but yeah, this will just, I don't know if I'll be able to do it one hand, but probably not. It just locks in like such. Okay. Extension cord, super important. Haven't put anything back here yet. I've got a little radio back here I never will use, never do use an M12 radio. Put that bag on top of there. Hook it up back here. Voila, now she's stable. So as I was saying, now you can see how I try to keep everything around the outside perimeter, and you're going to see further what I mean by that. Let's go ahead and step around. Matter of fact, up here we've also got, I keep a little pack out kit. I can put whatever I want up here, but right now I've just got put this down. Just got my socket sets, standard. I think it's got standard and metric, sorry. So I like this. It's not Milwaukee stuff, but it's my own personal, it's my own socket. I think I got this Autocraft or something like that. I just pulled it out of there, those cheap Autocraft boxes, and put it up in there, and a little pack out, and that does it. Okay, let's go ahead and walk around to the side. Like I said, this van is not the sexiest vehicle on earth, but it's not about that right now. Like I said, I'm gonna get a paint job, maybe even get a wrap on it, but we're gonna take our time with that. Okay, so over here we've got our M12 power tools. We got our M18 power tools here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. I've got this set up. Let's start off with our M18 kit. Once again, got to pull it down. Well, let's do that last. So in this Packout organizer, this is the shallow, large shallow. What we got here, I'll usually just leave that unlocked. I can just push that back like such. Can access all of our, fittings, screws, little dumb stuff. And the reason I put this here is, once again, if I'm doing installs, I've got everything I need for installs right here, right in this thing. As far as, screws, nails. Then we're going to do one layer down. That's going to be all of our M12 power tools. Okay, got our multi-tool. Got our angled drill, light, garbage, sawzall. It's my old impact driver. This tool right here, quite amazing. It's going to be the cutoff grinder. Then we got our hammer drill here, safety glasses. All right, in this drawer we're going to have everything I use to work on automotive. Got our couple of these powered ratchet wrenches. Got our 1/2-inch ratchet wrench down here. A couple sockets, Just got this big boy. I like this. This will pop off your lugs real quick on your tires, so I like having this on, just in case you catch a flat or something like that. You want to make sure you've got and like I said, sometimes if your vehicle breaks down, you want to have the proper potential to make a repair on the road, right? I've got everything labeled as well. These labels are kind of coming off. So here we got our bits. Got hole saws here. These are for like sanders, for your oscillating tool. It's going to be some kit for you. There's your grinder blades. Got a bunch of mandrels for different sizes, different orientations. Drill bits. Here we got, I keep multi-tool blades in here. And this is going to just be bits. This is sawzall blades and bits as well. Okay. Now I love this side here. This is probably my favorite section, to be honest with you. Not this. This is kind of just random electrical. You got some capacitor boost, spare thermostat. I can use that for testing, or if it's really, you need it, you just an emergency type situation. capacitor, strapping, GFCI, some wire here. It's going to be like a couple boards, switches, label printer, thermostat, screwdrivers, spare leads. There's a capacitor here, I think. Breakers and switches. So we've got a bunch of contactors, breakers. Got my switches for furnace. These are going to be transformers here. Just keep a standard T4 Pro on me. I don't usually need to keep any more than one at a time. A couple more contactors, relays, door switches, symbol. And here we've got capacitors. See, I've got them kind of in order from large to small. And these are going to be all the capacitors I'll ever need on a service call. I can pretty much make whatever I need. If it's not the right size, I can make it work. Okay. Then over here, I like to keep a couple, I'll probably keep a couple motors. Just a condenser fan motor and a blower motor. I've got my, this is going to be my kit for, I hate that. That's one thing I hate about these VETO bags, is these stupid handle clips. They're so cheap, man. Whatever, it's not a big deal. So this is going to be for all my duct. So I just keep that for duct. Just lift my seat up here. It just lifts up a little bit. So you got, you know, benders, snips, conduit strap, tie, all these weird things, duct stuff. Conduits here, a bunch of those. So let's go ahead and grab out my big pack out. It's hard to get this with one hand because this out here on the ground. I love this. I love these bags, man. They're amazing. So as you can see, we've got, that's going to be the M18 flashlight. This whole kit came as one kit. Got the multi-tool M18, M18 drill. That's not the hammer, that's just a standard drill. Got the impact in there, 1/4 inch impact. And I've got this here. I love this circular saw, the M18 circular saw. Oh yeah, sorry. And the saws, the hacksaw or whatever you want to call it. A couple little blades in there. Simple, right? That's all I keep. And you know, I've got my, once again, glasses. Keep those on deck. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a theme here. Everything important can go on the outside perimeter. Okay, it's my umbrella here. Easy, quick access. Just pull that thing out. The drop of a hat. Quick access to my fan for those hot days. Okay, so that's this side. So let's go ahead and swing around to, yeah, we covered everything here. This is basically like the refrigeration side. Got a whole lot more sun over here. So we're gonna start, where do we start? I guess we can start at the top, right? We got some paper towels back here. Just random stuff, you know. These are gonna be like rubber gaskets, spare damper motor. These are gonna be like those wire shrink. This is gonna be all tape of all various assortments. Sweet. Got thermostat wire back here. Probably can't see that, but whatever. And I've got another wireless thermostat back there as well. Okay. Back here, we're gonna have some of this vinyl tubing for condensate pump. And we've got two zone dampers, usually because I kind of like to, if possible, replace those as a set if they've got two of the older style, because those things are just prone to fail. Got some furnace, 90% furnace parts down here. So then we've got our bag for basically doing any sorts of gas repairs. 2 of those pipe wrenches. Got the 12-inch KNIPEX Cobras. Some of these here. Just a bunch of wrenches and stuff, and some of this here. Great white pipe dope, things of that nature. Okay, we keep our, I like to use this on flares, even if I'm doing gas flares. Nylog blue we've got as well. Some thread sealant on there, pipe tape or whatever. Got wrenches here on this side. Leak detector. A couple Allen wrenches and things of that nature. So then, down below there, I don't keep many gas fittings on me because I don't really, if I'm going to be doing a furnace repair or install, or a furnace install, I'm just going to go get the parts. So that's just, spare stuff. Gas fittings. Here I went ahead once again, I just don't like big cases, so I keep my combustion analyzer in this Packout box. Works. More gas furnace stuff, so gas valve, got a regulator here, more pipe dope. I like that blue monster. An extra spare gas leak detector, a couple flame sensors, hot surface igniters, thermocouples, pressure switches, pressure switch hoses. That's that. Pop this up here. In here we're going to keep our batteries and just some wire, random wire, fuses, batteries, yeah. This one, just going to be extra wire nuts and things of that nature. I don't like taking this out because it's just not a good fit, so I'm not going to take that out. Over here, we're going to keep a couple. I only keep a few filter dryers because once again, if I'm doing install, I'm going to get my filter dryers when I get the equipment, but I keep a couple just in case. This is going to be our vacuum hose setup, so I keep all my vacuum hoses in here. Micron gauge. I tell you, man, these Milwaukee bags are really amazing for this type of stuff. Check that out. 2 of those big boy hoses. Then we got that's for reclaim. A few standard hoses. Just keep everything. Even got my cheater cord down in there. Like I said, each one of these I'll probably just do separate video on. This is just kind of to show you how dense you can get a truck packed up. That's just copper fittings. Got a bunch of pistons in there, and this thing here, pistons and rings, O-rings for pistons, caps. Then over here, just more copper fittings. Down here I've got TXV strapping. Looks to be it's a dryer here. A couple of those piercing valves. Just, standard stuff that you might need to use while opening the refrigeration circuit. Okay. Okay, to my left we've got our amazing scale. This is going to be scaled by LE-Tech. Love this thing, man. I've done a video covering that. They sent that out to me. Thanks a lot. Shout out to LE-Tech. We've got our field piece vacuum. I think that's going to be the 5 CFM. I keep the G1. I've got a couple reclaim machines, but the only reason I keep this G1 in here is because it's so much more compact. Got this off of Facebook Marketplace for a real good deal. Okay. And I got a few different varieties of refrigerant. Got this here from Vevor Reclaim Tank. Love it. 410 R22, and then it's going to be 407C. Keep some MO99 and extra 410 in between my front seats there. Forgot to mention we've got nitrogen here. Keep that strapped up nicely. We've got a level, so those can always come in handy. Oh yeah. And then up here, in this box here, this box is pretty sweet. It's not the, like I said, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's practical. That's what life is all about. If you can be practical, why be pretty? So we're gonna do our Warner ladder here. It's a foldable ladder here. I like it. 375 pound max. I can keep some filters up here if necessary, and I keep some copper up underneath here. Just 7/8, 3/4, things like that. Shoe covers, long extension cord, just basic stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, everyone. This is just this isn't my everyday work vehicle. This is just my what do you call it? Just what I do on the side. I was going to use this when I was thinking about starting a company, but I just don't know if I want to go that route, that direction. So I think this is pretty much just going to be for doing my side work, and you know, you never know what the future might hold. So just thought I'd want to show this to you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any other ideas to make it any better, or yeah, if you've got anything similar. All right, thanks for watching.